Let me break it down for you. Success isn't something you talk about, it's something you prove. Too many people spend their time announcing their plans, looking for validation, hoping someone else will believe in them. But the truth is, success doesn't come from talking, it comes from grinding. It comes from putting your head down, shutting out the noise, and doing the work when nobody's clapping for you. Nobody is going to hand you success. Nobody is going to wake you up early, force you to stay disciplined, or push you to go harder when you feel like giving up. That's on you. And that's why grinding alone is so important. Because when you stop looking for validation and start focusing on execution, that's when the real transformation happens. Nobody is coming to save you. That's the harsh truth most people don't want to hear, but the sooner you accept it, the sooner you can take control of your life. Too many people sit around waiting for someone to come along and change their circumstances, a mentor, a lucky break, a handout, or even just the right motivation. But the reality is, if you don't take full responsibility for your success, nobody else will. The world doesn't owe you anything. No one is obligated to believe in you, to push you, or to give you an easy path. You have to decide right now that you are in control. If you fail, it's on you. If you succeed, it's because you put in the work. Every excuse you make, every reason you come up with for why you haven't reached your goals yet, is just delaying your progress. The most successful people in the world got to where they are, not because they had it easy, but because they took ownership of their future. They didn't wait for permission to be great. They didn't wait for someone else to recognize their potential. They didn't sit around hoping that circumstances would change. They made things happen. They showed up, even when nobody was watching, even when nobody believed in them, even when they had every reason to quit. You have to be that person. The one who doesn't wait for motivation, the one who doesn't need constant validation, the one who understands that the only way to get ahead is to put in the work, even when it's hard, even when you feel alone, even when you're tired. Stop looking for someone to come and push you. Stop expecting life to be fair. Stop blaming your circumstances, your past, or the people around you. The moment you decide that your success is 100% your responsibility, everything changes. Because now you have power. You are no longer waiting, you are creating. You are no longer hoping, you are doing. It won't be easy. There will be setbacks. There will be times when you feel like giving up. But if you keep grinding, if you keep showing up, if you keep proving yourself every single day, success becomes inevitable. You don't need a hero. You don't need a savior. You need discipline, consistency, and an unshakable belief that you are capable of achieving anything. So take control. Own your success, because nobody else is coming to do it for you. Too many people spend more time talking about their goals than actually working on them. They announce their plans, tell everyone what they're going to do, and wait for approval before they even take the first step. But success doesn't come from talking. It comes from doing. If you want to make real progress, stop broadcasting your every move and start putting in the work where it counts. When you work in silence, you eliminate distractions. You're not looking for validation, you're not seeking approval. You're focused, locked in, and committed to the grind. The loudest people in the room are usually the ones doing the least, because they waste energy trying to prove themselves instead of actually becoming successful. The real winners, they don't have time to talk because they're too busy building. There's a reason why the most powerful moves in life happen behind the scenes. Champions aren't made under the spotlight. They're made in the hours nobody sees, in the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the discipline. While others are talking about what they're going to do, you're already doing it. And when the results come, they'll speak for themselves. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a tree announce that it was growing? It just grows. When was the last time you saw a lion roar before the hunt? It doesn't. It moves in silence and dominates. That's the mindset you need. Stop explaining yourself, stop proving yourself, stop wasting energy on people who don't believe in you. The best way to silence doubters is to succeed so massively that they have no choice but to take notice. The truth is, when you keep your head down and focus on the work, you build something real. You develop discipline, resilience, and skills that no one can take from you. And when you finally show up with results, the same people who doubted you will be asking how you did it. That's the power of silence. That's the power of letting your success be the noise. So grind quietly. Stay focused. Let them doubt you. Let them ignore you. Let them talk. Because one day, when you've put in the work, when you've stayed consistent, when you've turned your vision into reality, your results will speak louder than any words ever could. Motivation is easy to find when everything is going right, when you feel inspired, when you're excited about your goals, when the energy is high, it's effortless to put in the work. But what happens when that feeling disappears? What happens when you wake up tired, when doubt creeps in, when nobody is there to push you forward? That's when discipline separates the successful from the average. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's showing up when no one is watching. It's putting in the work behind the scenes when there's no applause, no validation, no instant rewards. Because real success isn't built on motivation, it's built on consistency. And consistency only comes from discipline. People who rely on motivation fail the moment things get tough. They wait for the right mood, the perfect circumstances, the ideal conditions before they take action. But the truth is, the right time never comes. There will always be distractions, always be excuses, always be reasons to wait. If you depend on motivation, you'll be stuck in an endless cycle of starting and stopping, making progress, and then losing it. But when you have discipline, you move forward no matter what. You don't negotiate with yourself. You don't need someone to check in on you or push you to get things done. You hold yourself accountable. You set the standard for your own success. That's what separates winners from everyone else. The ability to keep going, even when the excitement is gone, even when the results aren't immediate, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Think about the greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the most powerful leaders. They didn't get there by working only when they felt motivated. They got there by showing up every single day, whether they felt like it or not. They built discipline. They made their success non-negotiable. If you want to achieve your goals, stop waiting to feel motivated. Start training your mind to act, regardless of how you feel. Because when motivation fades, and it always does, discipline will be the only thing that keeps you moving forward. And in the end, that's what will make the difference between those who succeed and those who quit. The real work isn't what people see, it's what happens behind closed doors when no one is watching. It's the hours of practice, the sacrifices, the moments of doubt, and the decision to keep going anyway. Too many people want success, but they don't want to do what it actually takes to earn it. They want the rewards without the grind, the recognition without the discipline, the results without the process. But that's not how it works. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck. It's what they do when no one else is around. It's the early mornings, the late nights, the moments when they push themselves even though there's no audience to clap for them. It's the willingness to work in silence, to struggle without complaining, to improve when no one is checking in on them. The truth is, if you're waiting for approval, waiting for motivation, waiting for someone to validate your efforts, you'll never make it. Because the real work isn't glamorous. It's not something you can show off on social media. It's not exciting every day. It's repetitive, it's lonely, it's hard. But it's necessary. Champions are made when nobody is watching. The athlete who wakes up at 5 a.m. to train before the competition begins. The entrepreneur who stays up late perfecting their craft before anyone knows their name. The artist who puts in thousands of hours before their first masterpiece is recognized. None of these people were handed success. They built it in private so that when the time came, their results spoke for themselves. You have to be willing to grind in the shadows. You have to trust the process when it feels like nothing is happening. You have to believe that the work you're doing now will pay off later, even when there's no immediate reward. That's what separates those who win from those who talk about winning. So, stop waiting for recognition, stop seeking approval, stop looking for shortcuts. Instead, put in the work when no one is watching, because the results will show up when it matters. And when they do, you won't have to say a word. Your success will speak for itself. Doubters will always be there. They'll tell you that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, that your dreams are too big. They'll laugh at your ambitions, question your plans, and remind you of every failure you've ever had. But here's the truth. None of that matters. Their words don't define you. Their opinions don't shape your future. The only thing that matters is what you do next. Too many people waste time trying to convince others that they're capable, arguing with doubters, defending their dreams to people who will never believe in them. But real success doesn't come from talking, it comes from doing. If you really want to silence your doubters, stop responding with words and start responding with results. When you focus on proving yourself to others, you lose focus on what actually matters, your work, your progress, your grind. Energy spent arguing is energy wasted. Every moment you spend trying to convince someone you're serious about your goals is a moment you could have spent working toward them. Instead of debating, use that energy to build. Instead of explaining, use that time to execute. The truth is, the best way to answer criticism is with undeniable success. People may doubt you now, but when they see the results, they'll have no choice but to acknowledge what you've done. They may laugh at you in the beginning, but they'll ask how you did it in the end. Your growth will make them regret their words. Your achievements will force them to rethink their doubts. And when you succeed, you won't need to say a word. Your success will do all the talking. So let them doubt you, let them talk, let them question you, but don't waste a second trying to change their minds. Instead, put your head down and work. Keep grinding, keep pushing, keep improving. Because when the results come, when the success is undeniable, when you've built something so great that it can't be ignored, the same people who doubted you will be the ones trying to learn from you. Success is the loudest response you can ever give. Make sure yours is impossible to ignore.